This is the left foot. We're gonna start from the calcaneus, which is right here. This blue shaded area right here. And the regular bones right here.
What is this? Do you know?
The tuberosity of the calcaneus will be on the plantar view right here.
Is it one of
How do you say that?
Sestentaculum talli.
Sestentaculum talli is medially, and it kind of holds the talus, like talus. Just a note for y'all to remember. Sesame and talus, and that would be the sesame talli of the calcaneus.
Sestentaculum
Talli of the calculus of the left
calcaneus
of the left or right foot. I'm sorry. And then we have the talus, which is on top of the calcaneus. On the calcaneus, I'll get one by itself. It has a head. And if it has a head, it has a neck.
So it's cuboid.
Right next to it. And then we have the facet for the tibia of the talus of the left or right foot. It'll be right here.
So
and then we got the facet for the fibula, which is lateral. The facet for the fibula, yes. And the facet for the medial malleolus, which is medially, right here. What she told me, what Ms. Baki told me is that if it's by itself, we could either say the head of the left talus, but if it's with a foot, you're gonna say and if she has it right here, you're gonna say the head of the talus of the left or right foot. One way to distinguish if it's by itself is the left or right. You put your thumb on it, like a thumb on position, and it's going towards your thumb, so it's the left one. Like if you do the right, your thumb is not on top, it's not on it. And also, see? Cool. Next you have your navicular. It's a navy, it's like a boat. For this one, you're gonna have to know your tuberosity, which is medially. You can see medially. If you stick your thumb on there, pretend like it's the head of the talus. You can tell if it's the left. There it is, right here. Next, you have your first cuneiform. Ms. Baki really didn't she said it's okay if you call it the first, second, or third, or the medial cuneiform, intermedial cuneiform, or the lateral cuneiform. Doesn't matter which way. It doesn't matter. The cuboid, right here, it articulates with the fourth and the fifth metatarsal. We have a groove, and it's distal, right next to the metatarsals. Here is the groove.
So how do you tell left or right?
Alright, now she also have one by itself. In order to distinguish if it's a left or a right, we are going... Ooh. This is not the cuneiform, is it?
It's a cuboid.
Oh, it's a cuboid. To distinguish that, the big side goes on the bottom, the rough side. You can see it. And the smooth side is on anterior. And now just think about it. Your little pinky is small, so the pinky is going to be on the smaller side. Ooh. The bigger surface is going to be on the medial side. So, left. Your left one.
How do you distinguish top from bottom?
Top to bottom. You got your, what is this called? Your groove. Remember, your groove is more distal next to your metatarsal, so this is going to be the top.
Okay.
What else? So yeah. If it's by itself, again, we just say the groove of the left cuboid. But if it's with a foot, you put the groove of the cuboid of the left foot. Next we have our metatarsals, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Now our fifth metatarsal has a tuberosity, everybody could, that thing that sticks out. So that would be the tuberosity of the base of the 5th metacarpal of the left foot. Next, your first metatarsal has sesamoid joints. This only has one. But in order to say that, we say the medial sesame bones of the first metatarsal of the left foot. And if you had a lateral, it would be the lateral sesame bone? Sesame bone of the first metatarsal of the left foot. FYI. You have a head, which is more distal, and you have a base, which is next to your tarsals. Now, in order to say this, we say the head of the first metatarsal of the, what do you say, left foot, right? And then you have your base of your first metatarsal of your left foot. And that's it.
How about the joints?
Oh, I'm sorry about the joints. And then right here we got a distal phalangeal, and we got a distal phalangeal. And in between, proximal. And in between we got an interphalangeal joint. It's like our fingers. Right here we got a distal, middle, and proximal phalanx. And right here we have a proximal. Is it called proximal?
Yeah.
Proximal antiphalangeal joint, your pips, and your distal interphalangeal joint, which is your dips. Right here we have your
metatarsal phalangeal joint.
Metatarsal phalangeal joint, and your tarsal metatarsal joints. Is that all the joints we have?
I think so.
Oh, how to say the joints. It goes for all of them. This is your metatarsal phalangeal joint of your first digit of your left and right foot. And it goes for all of them. If it's the second, third, or fourth, or fifth.
Okay, how about the IP joint?
IP joint, the interphalangeal joint of your of your first digit of your left or right foot.
How about the dip of the fourth?
Tip of the fourth. That's your distal phalangeal joint of your 4th digit of your left foot.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.